Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the Diversity UK event today. In this splendid venue, the Speaker's House, we are extremely grateful to the Speaker of the House of Commons, the Right Honourable John Bercow, for allowing us the use of this glorious location. And because somebody asked me, I'll tell you that part of the reason for its grandeur is that it was the original Palace of Westminster. We often forget that Westminster was a palace. I'm going to be your MC for this evening, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lopa Patel. I'm an entrepreneur by day and a diversity and inclusion champion by night. I'm joined today by my founding trustees, Dilip Joshi. Dilip, can you raise your hand and wave a little bit? Who is the chair of Diversity UK. And by Sushila Koot, who is, Sushila, can you wave? Who is the deputy chair. And we're also delighted that we have some of our advisory board members here today. Anil Barnot, whom you'll be hearing from a bit later on. He's the chair of the Ethnic Minority Foundation. And by Peter Reichwald from Harvey Nash. Peter, I just saw you, there he is, Peter. Diversity UK was founded 4 years ago, and it came about because we felt there was a need for a new voice on the diversity landscape. Many people want Diversity UK to be like a protest group, or a campaigning body, or a human rights type of organisation. However, we are none of those things. Diversity UK is primarily a think tank. We conduct and commission research, we facilitate debates, we host roundtables, we produce white papers, we take part in consultations, and we keep talking about diversity and inclusion so that it remains in the forefront of our collective consciousness. Some of you may be familiar with the results of our work. We published the first report on ethnic minority representation in public appointments in 2013. And we have published the popular Top 100 Asians in Tech list for the past 2 years, in 2015 and 2016. And jointly this year, we organised the first Diversity Tech Summit in June. In the digital world that we now live in, it seems we spend an awful lot of time Snapchatting or WhatsApping and liking and tweeting and pinning and swiping right or left. See, I know you all know what I mean. And what we seem to have lost is the ability to listen. So it's particularly pleasing to me that we're celebrating Diversity UK's 4th birthday with the inaugural Paul Stephenson lecture to be given by Helen Grant MP, who will talk to us about race and diversity in a post-Brexit Britain. I'm really thrilled that we are joined today by Paul Stephenson and his family, so welcome, sir. And before we talk about Mr. Stephenson, I would just like to say a few words about Helen. Helen is a lady of many firsts. She was elected to represent the parliamentary constituency of Maidstone and the Weald on 5th of May 2010, making her the first black woman Conservative MP. On 5th September 2012, she was appointed Joint Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State at the Ministry of Justice and for Women and Equalities Issues in David Cameron's first ministerial reshuffle. A year later, on October the 7th, 2013, she was promoted in his second reshuffle to the high-profile role of Minister for Sports and Tourism, only stepping down from that role in the 2015 general election. Born in London, Helen grew up in the Raffles Council estate in Carlisle. She quickly showed sporting talent, becoming an under-16 judo champion in North England and in southern Scotland. So if anyone wants to disagree with her, I would seriously advise against that.
That was about 30 years ago.
I'm sure she still got some few moves. She went on to study and obtain a law degree from the University of Hull and qualified as a solicitor in 1988. In 1996, Helen set up Grant Solicitors, a specialist firm focusing on dealing with problems of family breakdown and domestic violence in particular. More recently, between 2005 and 2007, Helen was also a non-executive director of the Croydon NHS Primary Care Trust, involved in overseeing the delivery of integrated healthcare for the community. Helen is very much a role model and a champion of diversity and inclusion. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Helen Grant MP.